definitely cried. 6 seasons on any show, cast, crew become family. And like you said, I remember 50 telling me, I'm making this show, it's gonna be the biggest show on television, and he believed in it so much. And to see how Power started from just a thought in his head to where we're at now, and I remember just telling him, all I want to do is audition. I just want to audition for it. And now to see where we're at now, and it is crazy, and it's a moment in my life, I'll never forget. And I've made lifelong friends on Power, and I hope that we just continue these relationships even outside of the show. I watched the show, but I wasn't a fanatic for it. And when I booked the role, I realized what a cult following 90210 has. Like, people were calling my phone, screaming, going crazy. When I walk around, people are like losing their minds over it. So I knew it was a big show, but I don't know if I really understood how big and how excited people were to have it come back. He and I both read this book. Well, I got the book first. It's called Intercepted, and it was kind of about the behind the scenes of the sports world and a lot of the things that athletes and women go through that you don't always hear about. And I told 50, I'm like, we have to do a show about this. It's not going to be typically, what you think about athletes or, their wives or the women in their lives. So we really sat down and we brought it to Starz. They loved the idea. So we just hired our, showrunner, and we're about to get going on that. So that's really exciting. And I feel like it's obviously a world I can lend, my voice and some of my experiences to. I just feel like there's no other way to be. You can look at the glass half empty or half full. It's all about your perspective on it. And I always look at it like, my mom grew up in the Marcy Projects and had us in Brooklyn. Like, my life could have turned out way different. So there's not a lot to complain about. And I always say, when you're in this world, you don't get to pick and choose what you go through. You can't say, okay, I want all the good, but I don't want any of the bad. It doesn't work like that. So you got to be able to handle and deal with it all. And I just push through and stay positive, and I always remind myself that it could be worse. Like, I'm living my dream, and I'm really happy where I'm at in life right now.
Having that talent is important, but having that, I love people who like who they are. I love people who like where they're from. That doesn't mean we want to stay where we are, but that means we appreciate it. So I appreciate your compliment on my fashion, my long-winded answer. However, yes, I love fashion, I love clothes. My grandfather would walk out with his Stacey Adams in his hat, in his green Buick. My mother, like a lot of black women, Sunday is when we show out. So I said with the show, fashion is going to be a big part of the show, because I want y'all to gag when I come out every day. Like, oh, Tamron Hall just hit him again with, oh my God, Jesus, where'd she get it from? And then I'm going to return it. But yes, I think we said the fashion will be a part of the show. Our set will be very simple. It's a live audience. We are Monday through Friday. We're taping live 3 days. We're live 3 days, tape 2 days, and how it's structured is our show is live Monday. Tuesday, live in the morning. We're going to tape a show afternoon that airs on Wednesday. Live in the morning on Thursday, tape a show that airs on Friday. It's an incredible team of people who left jobs in California. As I said, Talia Parkinson, and I would hope for y'all to give her some love. She left Wendy Williams' show after 10 years, started as an intern. Wendy nurtured her and guided her and blessed her to come over to our show. One of 2 black women doing this. So Talia is there. And so our team is phenomenal, but we appreciate fashion. Tennille hates me because I said, Beyonce's team, they have to wear high heels, so you got to wear high heels. So she wears sneakers. Don't listen.
The hope that he had, the faith that he had for himself, the fact that he went through all of this, he still kept fighting for himself and his value. He understood it, and I thought that it was such a powerful, inspiring example of how we should all believe in our own self-worth. Because, had he stopped fighting for himself one day, sooner or whatever, had he stopped fighting for himself a year sooner, a month sooner, whatever, he wouldn't be sitting where he is today. He wouldn't have his name cleared, but it was the faith that he had himself, and he knew who he was and his self-worth. He knew that, and that's something I think culturally that we struggle with on a monumental level. We all need to really reevaluate and look at ourselves in the mirror and understand who we are and understand what we are.
Darla realizes what's put in the book, and I just wanted that scene. You know what I mean? I wanted another Charlie Nova. God, you were so good in that. You guys were both so good in that scene. And so these scenes, and I've been trying to really pull back on Ralph Angel's tears and use them, you know, appropriately. Not I feel like I was so moved early on by the way that Kofi would render Ralph Angel so emotionally, and he wasn't afraid to cry in seasons 1, 2, and 3. That was like, oh, make him cry more and more. And I did too much. So I'm pulling back a little bit, right? Pulling back a little bit. So now it's like a rage that's boiling up. And also just the soft, the way you're playing it now is really lovely. And I like we get Darla to the brink of strength. Like she's got her own place. You know what I mean? She got a little man on the side. You know what I mean? She's doing it. And then this happens. So for each one of them, you know, in Blue, he always knew he was the glue, right? Your glue is the glue. You always knew it. You always knew it, and you're going to be the glue in the end. So that was the thing. We needed something to break them apart so we could see them come back together. And I think it's really working.
And what happens for us in our community as African Americans, disconnected from our language, disconnected from our culture, disconnected even from our clothes as people, disconnected from our spiritual history and philosophy. We think we're on our own. And our mental health becomes challenged because we're trying to figure it out. We want to know how to do it as opposed to how to be it. So in order for us to really address the issue of mental health in our community, we also have to address the issue of emotion.
I think she gets an A for effort, an A for attitude, and she's like a glass half full kind of girl, you know? They're living in some challenging situations, but I think Gloria is very resilient, and I think her motto in her heart is ain't nobody got time for that, you know? Just trying to keep it moving, trying to go forward.
Together, just to have the conversation and seeing the different rooms that help empower us. Because I know what it's like to get your hair done in the kitchen on Saturday morning when you're just trying to rest, or even just Sunday evening. But if I'm just, yeah.